As we take a look at the tail of the tape, same as it was last year.
Okay, guys, I give you instruction in the dressing room. Let's have a clean match, okay? Good luck. God bless you.
Round one. The heavyweight championship of the world. Listen, we've had almost a year to study one another again. It might look a little bit different.
The major difference I see already is that Anthony Joshua is bending his legs. He's changing level. He stood very tall and was in range for straight.
One area Joshua was successful in the middle rounds of the first fight was body shots. That's the best way to slow down the...
But also keeping that up and down movement.
Jab lands from Usyk a moment ago. There's that up jab.
Very different training backgrounds, and I'll be curious to see if they're in sync when it comes to the advice.
Joshua jabs back down to the body for Usyk, but Joshua seems a little bit different in this fight. You mentioned the knee bend much differently.
Absolutely. He's being more aggressive. He's being more heavy on that front. There's that up jab again. Joshua's putting on the pressure, both mental and physical.
Yeah, and he's shown good commitment through these first 2 rounds of making sure
he's doing something that he isn't deciding to do. Of an excellent round for Joshua, who sinks another right hand to the body of the champion, Oleksandr.
At times. They want Joshua applying pressure a smart way, and he's doing that so far in this fight.
Pointed this out as well, Chris Algieri, which is that, you know, when people heard Robert Joshua, people immediately thought, okay,
Usyk did in the first fight. But yes, to your point, Corey, you know, Robert Garcia was a phenomenal boxer puncher as a
out on the front foot. Changing levels now with Usyk, and look at Joshua with the head movement getting out of the way. Do offensively and not be so concerned with what Usyk's doing and how he can react to it. Of Joshua, but Joshua now looking for a big uppercut, but he gets met with the left hand that you were calling for, Chris Mannix.
To see the adjustment from Usyk, he's starting to up the punch output. He's upping his lateral movement.
Step off his stool. Interesting in the corner of Joshua as well. One of the party lines from Joshua's new camp, and Robert still in him, that he can take some of those old tactics and bring them to Oleksandr Usyk.
Left hand, finding his angles like that.
A little more back hand there from Usyk. Now tries to wrap one around the guard. Of
Joshua's had success in the early part of this fight.
Usyk landed a good right hook.
Usyk actually put together a nice series of punches.
Hard left hand down the middle from Usyk once again. This is high level. And as we begin round 5 of a back and forth fight, Chris Mannix, your scorecard certainly reflects that. Caught on the left glove of Oleksandr Usyk. And with Usyk, Chris Algieri, is how draining both physically
is probably harder than the physical pressure from the smaller man.
And this is something Usyk did really well in the first fight. You're starting to see shades of it off balance for counters.
Absolutely. So so that's what I meant by staying invisible. He stays outside that lead leg beautifully. He fights like a
Anthony Joshua trying to become a 3-time heavyweight champion.
There's good anticipation there by Joshua. Saw Usyk about to duck down, hit him with a good left.
I love that left hook to the body. That was a punch that was...
Now you can hear the corner of Joshua.
Really good things in that fight. He's a dangerous puncher. He's a very sharp, technical puncher. Beautiful body work here by Joshua.
Oh, good combination from Usyk. A snapping right hook coming around. Usyk comes right back with a combination of his own. A right hand connects. So does a left hand. Now a good defender for a heavyweight. He is a good boxer and defender at any weight. If you were to, and on that pound-for-pound list currently, Ring Magazine has Usyk number 2. Usyk trying to become...
Sports Illustrated's number 3, pound-for-pound, Corey.
In the Anthony Joshua corner.
Well, and there seemed to be the belief, there was the expressed belief in that.
A guy that's been in several championship levels.
Snaps the head back of Joshua, and another one, and another.
That was a sneaky left hand from Usyk.
Of Joshua. Goes back down to the body where he has had success in this fight. As we come to the end of round 7.
inside the jab, comes with the left hand over the top. Beautifully executed counter punch there.
Algeria are just, they're basic boxing at its best. Just simple slips, left, right. He's not doing anything
in boxing. For Usyk, it's a predecessor to his offense as well. It is making you...
So it allows him to always be in range to counter. He takes those little slips and he's right there to hit you with the counter shot.
Oh, good body shot from Joshua.
George Foreman being the bigger guy, the power puncher, fighting the southpaw. He used sweeping left hands to walk more into a right hand.
I feel the latter half of the 8th round here. Joshua's put together a couple of times out of the way of that one.
For Joshua, you have to stay committed to that body. He had 2 really good body shots early in the round.
Beautiful right uppercut to the body. Oh, and
Goes
again.
back downstairs and a 3-punch combination.
Usyk as he tied up. Those are some brutal body shots.
Probably the best combination of the fight for Anthony. Combination from Usyk, but a slapping right hand there from Joshua as well.
It's proving difficult once again for Anthony. Ooh.
Uppercut on the inside from Usyk, but body shots from Joshua. Shot to the body from Usyk in this round.
I was just going to say that. The head movement specifically, a little bit more of a stationary
body
target.
shots now.
They have shown to slow Usyk down in the past.
As Joshua now in pursuit. Safe of Oleksandr Usyk.
Oh, nice left hook over the top.
Joshua's finding true confidence in his offense.
This has been the most dominant round that Joshua has shown in both fights. Oh, good body shot.
Usyk assert his physical dominance. And here comes Oleksandr Usyk right back out.
Trying to erase the memory of an excellent round for Anthony Joshua, and some good shots land. Oh, big left hand connect. Usyk firing back.
Joshua's in a little bit of trouble here.
Firing away.
Usyk has the tendency, whenever you have a good round against him,
Joshua still stalking forward. Now Usyk digs to the body. A left hand downstairs.
You know, and I've said it many times in the build-up to this fight, Anthony Joshua is dangerous at all times.
Now, Usyk is not your typical, or any typical, one-punch knockout puncher. How he hurts you, how he gets knockouts, he gets the ropes.
That's not a good sign. When you put yourself on the ropes, it's generally because your legs are tired or they're shot.
And you saw that, Chris, in the chin.
Then the fact that Joshua was hurt at the end.
Another
that he was
right
taking all
hook
that damage.
From Usyk. And now upstairs. Usyk putting on an
Please.
ringside.
And Evander Holyfield, given his history, probably thinks this is a sparring session.
Joshua from what he did in the 9th, but come back and return the favor. You hurt me in the 9th, I'm going to hurt you bad in the 10th.
Usyk is still looking. It doesn't have to be hard, especially if your opponent doesn't see it.
Good at that this fight. When Joshua does get him pinned against the ropes, he ties Joshua up. Anthony's got to find a way to create a little bit of separation in situations like that.
From Usyk again. Just batting the lead hand on.
Those punches just missing.
He looked like he was starting to weather from the body shots in round 9 from Usyk as well. But a fantastic round from the champion once again.
Either coming into a fight like this, that he's got this decision in hand.
And he doesn't look like he's fighting that way either. He looks, that was a really good straight right hand that rocked the head back of Usyk.
The exclamation mark from Oleksandr.
Frustration in Joshua right now. Whoa!
Big left hook from Joshua. Runs the combination upstairs.
And Joshua gave Usyk that opening to reply like that. If you're Anthony Joshua in this situation and you land a punch.
Joshua looking fatigued, but to his credit.
And that's to your point that you said a few rounds ago, Corey. Even if he's tired, even if he's hurt, he's still dangerous. Anthony Joshua can hurt you.
Held on to those titles.
For the winner by split decision, and still the unified heavyweight champion of the world from Ukraine, Oleksandr